So you can say end if there, instead of this else, or another if. If grade is failed. And sorry, if grade is not failed. If mark, the same thing like this. Mark is less than 50, then okay. If mark is greater than 50, here also only one will happen, no? If it is 60, this will happen. If it is 60, this will not happen. No? If it is 30, this will not happen. This will happen. Agree?
Yes, sir.
All agree? But you all are not thinking enough.
Yes, sir.
If you all are thinking enough, you will find an error here. Not logical, not syntactical or language, a logical error. Logical error.
Sir,
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Sir, aren't you supposed to, after output mark is passed, you're supposed to put an end if, right?
Ah, yes, yes, yeah.
sir, so excuse me, sir. Can I
Yes.
speak?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Okay. So can you please go down a bit, sir? I want to clarify about that.
No, yes,
yeah,
first,
okay.
first. Okay, okay. Just to have a look.
So over here is, so this is how the program is, right? So for the grade, so like if the mark is more than 50, so the grade, so the variable grade, I mean the variable which has been written like grade equals to passed, that will be shown on the screen as passed. But if it's less than 50, then if it's less than 50, then the variable failed. I mean, then now since this grade is again, sorry.
Variable,
like,
grade, variable is grade. If it is less than 50,
and then
the contents will be failed because of this statement.
exactly.
Right?
So this fail will go inside this grade variable, which is written as failed, and then it'll show the output as failed.
Yes. Right? Yes, yes. Great. You got it. Right. Then, what you're thinking will take time
Sir,
to take effect because, yes, because you all are not doing the thinking, enough thinking. There
sir.
are errors here. Yes.
It should be if mark is less than or equal to 50.
Yes, that's right. Otherwise, what happens is for 50, nothing will happen. Maisha, you understand? Maisha and the others, right?
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
because this caters to more than 50, less than 50, but about 50. So you have to include either here or there. So according to our question, it's here. Because 50 is par, 50 is fail. You have to put equal here. 50 is also fail. All right, that is one thing. Looking at this, so I'll correct this. There was no need of.
Actually, sir, I got confused with this grade part at one point because I mean there were two grades written at two different places, no, sir. So since there were two grades in two different places, I thought like I hope they don't get mixed up, because for two variables, like you're writing one name, that's why like.
So here now take similar instance, right?
Hmm.
Similar instance here also. This mark is a variable, and we are using in two places. Okay, this is coming as constant. This is coming as a constant here. Pass is constant, fail is constant, but there it's a variable. Here it's coming as a variable, the grade. Right?
Yeah.
You're getting confused now. No, when you do, you have to do more work, right? Then it will be okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
There's no point in going.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, no.
So this one
I want
effect,
to.
this variables doesn't affect. Like,
When you do more, you will understand. You can't proceed. You can't progress more than that here at this point. Now let's go to this one. Here there is an error. Think and tell me. In pseudocode, right? I don't think. First time I'll tell you. First time. No?
So would you mind going down? Wait.
That's
So
all.
is it the same
Yeah,
error
okay.
like
Output
less than or
grade. Yeah.
equal?
Sir, the problem is you have, no. I think you have written the endif twice over there.
So
So
I
I
think
think
There
you
are
have
two.
written the endif twice. You
Yeah,
have
because
written one endif between.
no, this for this if you have to have an end if.
Oh.
you're not using the else there, right, sir?
Yes, that's right. Now see, this if has to have an end if there. Another if will have another end if there.
Ah.
Right. Now
So
the
I think it's the same error, the less than or equal or more than or equal.
no, not that error. There is some other error.
Mm.
A rule, not a rule really, but the computer will say it's grade. Now here, okay, here also actually it should come. This mark, we have to tell the computer what it is, isn't it? So first of all, we declare it. Yeah. Colon, right? Colon and give the data type. What is the data type of this?
Integer.
Integer, yes. Real also is okay, but we don't generally put decimals for marks. But that doesn't mean that you can't have real. But integer is enough, so you use integer. And here, same way, grade. Here too, you have to have two things here. Mark and
So
grade.
we put this declare mark, I mean this declare mark integer to like
Like what? Like this. Comma, we can give two variables on the same line if you give a if you put a comma, right? So declare mark grade as integer. Now correct.
Sir, now this
can
one.
you explain this, sir?
Putting sir, the reason why we're using declare here is like now in Python we just put the
Yeah,
variable and it like that value. So
Python is
here,
different. Yes, yeah. Python it automatically detects whether it's integer or not. Other languages you have to tell whether it's integer, string, or boolean, or whatever it is. All right. So this is okay. Is this okay?
Yes, sir. Now okay.
Now you have to be careful when I ask. Now I'll give a clue where to think. When I ask, is this okay? Think that there's an error. Even that I need not tell. You should recognize the pattern. You know pattern recognition, no? So you must always try to observe and recognize the pattern. Now, whenever I ask, if you observe well, is this okay? Then after some time, when you say yes, then I say no, not okay. Right? So tell me, is this okay? This whole line.
Declare mark grading.
sir,
Sir, I think you shouldn't put the grade over there. I think only the mark. I think so.
What the reason?
Because it's just because it's not an integer, because in that variable only passed and failed is written, right? So
Then what is
I
it?
mean it's not an
that's-
integer, it's
Then what is
just
it?
a word.
that's
So
right.
over
Condition.
there the mark is an integer.
Oh, it's a variable. Mark is a variable. Grade is a
Mark
variable.
is a variable, but grade is also a variable, but mark
Yeah.
is an integer
Yeah.
and grade is a string.
Ah, that's the answer. Very difficult, no, to get it out from you. You all are very stingy, you know.
So I did
Give
not
out
do it.
anything easily, you know. Right. Grade is string because fail, pass and fail, they are within inverted commas. So they are strings.
You should
Right.
do a good job to Maisha, sir. She was the first one to notice that.
Sorry? Yes,
You
yes.
should
The
do a
one.
good job to Maisha because she was the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
one who noticed.
Yeah, I know. Very good. Very good. So that means already you have started thinking. So there's no need to ask how to think, sir. You have already
Yeah,
started
sir. I
thinking.
actually did, sir. This time I actually did.
You have to, yeah, then you will find that from today onwards, you will feel that you can solve many problems. Only you have to think, that's all. Okay. Okay. I'll leave it for you to start thinking. Then we'll go to the next one. Next one is input name and gender. Sorry. Put name and gender and output the name with title, either Mr. or Mrs. So straight away,
Output. No. Yeah, sorry.
Declare.
Declare.
what are the variables you're going to use?
The name and gender.
Name.
Aisha, what are the variables you're going to use?
Name and gender. Yeah. Name and gender. Sir, they have to be in capital, I think. Yeah.
So, not like,
Sir,
Like this?
comma.
so it should be a comma.
Comma. I mean, comma.
Okay. See the mistakes that I do, no?
Yeah, name and gender. Okay.
Gender, right? That's enough. No?
Then you should declare
It's
it as a-
string. So both are
Yes, sir,
string
that's,
data.
Okay, right. Very good. You all are becoming.
Sir, can I ask you a question? Sir,
Yes.
can I ask a question?
Yes. Okay,
Sir,
I'll remove the
can you like tell what is a float, sir? Float.
float is real, same. Float and real. Float in Python, real,
What is float?
real in Pascal. But in pseudocode, generally float is not taken, real is taken.
Oh.
Okay. Right, now what?
So float is like it's not float
Not
is
fixed
like a
like
string.
can be two. No, not string. It's a number.
Float is a number.
Yeah. In Python, integer for whole numbers and float for a decimal, numbers with
Oh,
decimal.
decimal numbers. Oh.
Right, so then what next?
So output, enter name.
Yeah.
So input name.
Input name.
Hmm.
So the same thing with gender.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right, now comes
Sir,
the
can I?
battle. Yes. Little more complicated than the earlier one, no? There are two conditions for you to think. Outputs are only Mr. and Mrs. So to call Mr., what should be the inputs? So we start with if. Yes.
Sir,
Yeah.
If
Better.
gender,
If gender is a
gender-
male,
equals male.
male.
gender equals male.
Yeah. If gender. Now we can with that thing. Here's another technique, another way to be more precise. You can put
So
F
what is that?
and
F slash
male,
Female, male.
female or male, right? Then the operator knows what to enter. Otherwise, if you go to male and female, you must make a mistake. People like to make mistakes, spelling mistakes.
Also, so when the person is inputting the gender, then you have to write either F or M as well.
Yes, then they know they will put. But otherwise, if you just put enter gender, they will start writing simple F or female. You go to write female, FEMAIL, and various things. So you can't validate. This is called validating, no? Or this is decision making here. If gender equals, if you put
Gender.
FEMALE, then if somebody enters FEMAIL, like email, then it will not happen. No? You go wrong. So because of that, when you specifically say capital F or capital M, even if simple F will not work, but not because of this, that will happen. We do the verification here, validation, right? So if gender
Equals to M.
Equals to M.
also F will first, ladies first.
Okay. Sir.
Then output.
Sir, should it be in a inverted comma?
Yes. Okay. Sorry, I was thinking of the later one. This is enough. No, this is enough. If gender equals F, then output. Was sorry, some other question? Somebody asked another question? No?
So,
So
F.
shouldn't that just stay without quotes? The string, those F, the F sign.
No. F has to be in quotes because it's string.
Okay.
It's a string, no? String. If you don't put quotes, it will take as a variable. Whatever, yeah, strings and all that have to be in inverted commas. Otherwise, it will take variable.
Excuse me, sir. I have a question actually regarding that, sir. Sir, I'm feeling shy to ask this, sir, but can you explain what is a string, sir? I'm very sorry. I mean, I've forgotten. So,
Yeah, string is text, numbers, text and numbers, symbols, anything, right? Like this. Seeing is believing, no? I'll start. Where is Python? Where is Python? Come on, quickly. See, A equals 100. B equals 100. Print A, comma, B. Sorry, there is to be a parenthesis, or the brackets. That's a syntax error. See? 100. Okay? Put that. If I say print A plus 50, you get
150.
say A plus 50, what should you get?
150.
150. Yeah.
It's an error because can only concatenate string, not int to string. So string is there. This A is a string. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now if I do this like this, at this also in a string, as a string,
oh,
150. 100 and 50. Because see, in a string, I will draw a string now. You might wonder how I can draw a string. See? String. These are beads. You make a chain by putting one by one into the string. Okay. Put another string, another bead. Rather. I'll make it quickly. Now it's going, no, this way. Horizontal. Going. Right? Say if this is if this is 100, I'll make it big. Huh? If that is 100. And that is 50. And then what has happened? When the two strings appear like 100 here and 50 there. Not as 150, no, they merge as such. If they merge here and then make it 150, that's different. All right. The same way, only this also happens in Python or any. So, okay, I can
Yes, sir.
work properly, but that's different. That's a different thing. I will, if I want to make it work to get 150, then I have to make it stay, convert it to integer of a. Means what we input as a string here, we are converting it into an integer. Then you add 50, then you get 150.
Oh, you were putting that integer. Oh.
Yeah. With this int, it changed to integer. Then you can add an integer and it gets 150. It will be like this because strings are like this. So strings don't have values, right? Also, a can be A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Rate of, see, all these things can be entered in that. So when I say print, exact thing will come, exact face value, you know, there's nothing hidden there. But if I have A and to this equals, I can say A equals A plus another string only, yeah? String to string. Okay. 3 equal signs. Then if I print A, give that also. Like adding things, you know, this same way. Okay. But if I have B equals 100, then B equals B plus, I'm trying to add ABC or even a number. ABC will never, that it's a number and this. But if I try to add even a number within inverted commas, same thing will happen. Instead of inverted commas, right? Yes, ABC has a value. So let's try that one. ABC equals 40. Now I do this. B equals B plus ABC. Tell me what should be the answer. Someone can say, can someone tell me? Let's see whether the thinking machines are in working order now. Look at earlier statements and decide.
140.
What?
140.
140.
Yes, sir.
Ah, sorry, I didn't print it. No.
Print B.
Yeah.
B, right? B.
There you are. Very good. And now time has come to stop, I think. 11:45. Yes. Now it's 11:47. I didn't realize. It was so interesting today, isn't it?
Yes, sir. I have learned
Yes,
a
sir.
lot today.